Call to the booth. It's championship week. Man, we talking coaches hires, Deshaun Watson, and we got to talk NFC Championship. Paul, drop that beat. The world want to see it. They want to see Tom and Drew Brees. We got to see that great matchup. And now they want to see, A-Rod and Tom. So this is the matchup that the world want to see. This is the matchup that you want to see, that I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Two GOATs, man. They don't get no better than this.
Yeah, so as for the people who are watching on our YouTube channel, Aqib is in his home studio because I think, as you just referenced, I guess there was a positive test at your gym. So you have to quarantine for how long?
For 14 days. So it's 14 days just to, you could get symptoms up to 14 days. But, I'm trying to do my part, man. Keep the spot. Not at the gym, though. Not at the gym. In the fam. So, we got the house separated. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I'm good. I'm negative. I'm good on my side of the house. You know what I'm saying? And I got to keep the gym safe. I don't want to go up there and feeling great and then, symptoms come a couple days later. But, hey, that's the crazy world we live in right now, Harris. You know what I'm saying? We got to protect the gym, protect the studio. Man, I got to stay home.
It's unbelievable what we're going through right now. Real quick before we get into the NFC Championship game. So the Brady jersey that's in back of you.
Yeah.
Is it signed? And if it's signed,
sure.
what does the message say from Tom Brady?
Oh, it just say, Aqib, you the best. Great teammate, Tom Brady.
Dope. That's absolutely dope. Name me your favorite jersey that you have that isn't that one.
That isn't this one, probably Peyton Manning. Probably my Peyton Manning one. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
What's the message? You remember the message on that one?
I gotta look at it. I gotta read it. The frame actually broke, so we're getting the frame fixed right now. So it's not right here. I got both of my GOATs in this room. One right here, you know what I'm saying? One right here. But the frame broke, we getting that fixed. So I have to tell you that at the time, Harrison.
Speaking of GOATs, let's get to this NFC Championship game. Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. Indeed. And now Aaron Rodgers has a chance here to really cement his legacy with a potential win at Lambeau Field against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Before we go to that, let's play a soundbite that we got from DAVANTE Adams about the advantage that they feel they have with home field advantage.
It's a whole different game when you got to come through Lambeau. So I know, especially with our fans, like, you got nothing in there. You in there, it's just you and the cold versus the Packers. So, I mean, we in there, we live in that, we practice in that. Coming from Tampa, ain't no way to simulate, like, we can go cut the heat up in our indoor and try to make it as close as, to a early September game going out to Tampa, but you can't play in the freezer. So dealing with that, the elements, just your mindset, I mean, it's hard. Like, I ain't wore sleeves in 7 years. Every single game, no sleeves. So I'm out there just thugging it. And you can't just fake thugging it. Like, you got to really be tapped into something, or you got to be able to just be on your Kobe. Like, that's what I call it. I'm on my Kobe when I'm out there. I'm just blocking it all out, let that mental toughness take over. So, I like us playing at home against anybody. I really like us playing anywhere against anybody, but especially with it coming through Lambeau, I got a lot of confidence in us.
All right, the Bucs are getting 3.5 at Green Bay with the over-under of 50.5. Aqib, how you like this matchup?
50.5. That's it. I think that's a good spot for the game. But both of these defenses is on fire right now. Honestly, man, Green Bay ended the season great. And started off the playoff great, man, giving them 18 points. And you seen what the Bucs just did. 4 takeaways. Man, they had Drew under control all night. So I'm gonna go with the under. I think the both defenses going to play a lot better than people think. So I'm definitely gonna go with the under with the hot defenses there. And I'm going with the Bucs +3. You give me the time with some points anytime, I'm taking it. I like Tom Brady with points. I'm taking it anytime. So Bucs +3 with the under.
Okay, so you like the Bucs with the betting line. Who exactly do you like to actually win the game?
Well, just look, we can rewind to show number 1, week number 1, Harrison, you know what I'm saying? My Super Bowl prediction was Tom Brady and these Bucs versus Pat Mahomes and them Chiefs, and I'm still sticking with my pick, so I like the Bucs.
Okay, so I see you like that. Now, do you like this matchup potentially on the outside, Mike Evans and Jair Alexander, or which other matchup would you focus on and would you say is a key factor to the Bucs holding up to your prediction?
DAVANTE and Carlton Davis gonna be crucial too. I think they went at it first, the first matchup, right? I think he followed them. I think we probably got that on tape in history somewhere. And I think Carlton Davis was pretty successful when he did it. So it might be a little different story this time, man. He might have more targets, you know what I'm saying? But I like Carlton Davis to stay the hot man, and contain this guy. So that's gonna be key to beating the Packers, is slowing down DAVANTE. And I think it's on Carlton Davis' shoulders, man. They're gonna look at him to do it. 61 yards last game. He's gonna have to keep him around 60, 70 yards this game if they want to win it.
All right, so I'm actually going to, 61 yards the last game, you're right, on 10 targets. What did you see from the matchup between Jalen Ramsey and Davante Adams last week that makes you feel potentially that it might influence your decision-making or your perspective on how this matchup might go for Davante this week? What did you see?
Well, I seen the Packers, they leaned on that run game. They didn't force it to Davante last week, man. Jalen was on him. They threw him some slants. I think he caught 2 slants on him. He caught a quick little now screen, like a now pass right now. Made a little move, got upfield. So I think it's going to be more of the same. When you got a nice little rangy guy, you don't want to really throw him deep balls like that. Both of them guys play them deep balls well. So you're going to make them tackle. You're going to throw a quick game. And that's how Ramsey guarded him last week. That's what gave me confidence that Carlton Davis will be able to do it this week, and the Bucs will be able to get that win, because they kind of contained Davante. I think if you could contain Davante the same way, but I think the Bucs front could stop that run game, and that's what the Rams couldn't do. They couldn't stop the run game with just their front. You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't stop the run game without bringing everybody in the box, and I think the Bucs can do that. Healthy Aaron Donald, the Rams may have been able to do that, but AD was down a little bit. He was hurt out there. You could tell he was hurt. He wasn't regular AD. But I think the Bucs is built to stop that run game, and I think that's why they were so successful against the Packers the first game.
Did you see the comment that Carlton Davis III made about Michael Thomas?
Nah, what did he say?
He called him all. He quote tweeted Michael Thomas's stat line. Some account put it out. Michael Thomas did not have a great performance, and he called him old slant boy.
Oh, slant boy.
That's what he called him. It was. I gotta send it to you. But yeah, that's an interesting matchup for sure. And then also, so that's the matchup we're going to be focusing on. What is your X factor for that game? Whether it's a player, whether it's a position group, what do you really see as a defining factor that won't be as publicized as Davante Adams going against Carlton Davis III?
I think it's AB, Harrison. I think it's definitely AB, man. You're going to need that extra weapon against this defense. They got 2 good corners who can match up. That third guy is going to be crucial in this game. You need a healthy AB. We don't know what the injury status is yet. Hopefully he in there, and we get a full speed Buccaneers roster so we can really see the show, you know what I'm saying? So I think if he in there, it might get ugly, man. It might can get ugly like it did last time. If you're not in there, man, be a close game, be good. But I'm gonna lean on AB. AB gonna be he gonna win his matchup. If he play, he gonna definitely win his matchup. So that's my X factor for the game.
Yeah. So as of Tuesday, he is labeled as day-to-day with a minor knee injury. He had that MRI. And it turned out that it seems as if he'll be just fine, even though he only caught 1 pass for 10 yards in that game against the Saints. But we saw the thing with Tom Brady in crucial downs, 1 pass to Tyler Johnson. So he got the ball to Cameron Brate often. As you pointed out, he has no problems going to the other guys in this offense. And I think that's really what makes them unique, on top of the fact that anytime Leonard Fournette or Ronald Jones could help them in the running game as well. It seems like a very diverse offensive attack, and maybe too much for the Packers to withhold.
I mean, we'll see if they can withhold it, but it's a lot of weapons. It's a lot of ways that they can attack you. Just like the Chiefs, man. The Chiefs got multiple ways they can play the game, multiple ways they can attack you, multiple weapons everywhere, and they got a quarterback who can figure out your defense and attack it. You know what I'm saying? So That's why I like these boys, Harrison. That's why I like these two teams. They dangerous. A lot of weapons, man. They got a hot defense, so I'm riding with them.
Hot defense. I doubt that the Packers can win if they have 4 turnovers like the New Orleans Saints had last week. Let's go some prop bets real quick. Aaron Rodgers over under 283.5 passing yards.
Ooh, that's a good number. That's the spot I think it's gonna be at too. So 283. I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna go under. If he throw for over 283, they gonna win. If he in them 300s, they gonna win the game. So I'm gonna go under because I don't think they're gonna win the game. So under 283 for A-Rod.
Okay, 2.5 passing touchdowns.
He'll throw 2 touchdowns though. They'll let one guy get behind them, one little red zone touchdown like he always has. So over 2 touchdowns.
What was your mood when you saw him do the pump fake to get into the end zone last Saturday?
I knew it was up, man. When A-Rod, once he get to running and feeling good like that, throwing balls in the stands, I said, "Oh man, they're in trouble." I knew Green Bay had that momentum, and I knew A-Rod was on his A game. So he dangerous when he play like that.
So one of the bigger matchups in this NFC Championship game will come with Mike Evans, who did get receiving touchdowns against Marshawn Lattimore last week, going against potentially Jair Alexander. I believe the over-under in this prop bet is 64.5 receiving yards. Before you give me your prediction on that, Aqib, how would you prescribe stopping Mike Evans? Or would you actually try to individually stop him as opposed to just corral the entire talented unit of wide receivers? How would you approach that as a
well, man, you got your hands for regardless. So if I always think like Bill or try to think like Bill, I'm gonna take away what you do best. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you did to get you to this point, I'm not gonna let you do that to beat me. You know what I'm saying? And that's Mike Evans. He another 1,000 yards. I don't know what he had, 15 tubs or something like that. So definitely got to throw Jair on him, man. Got to try to take him out the game, and you know, put my second guy, King, whatever. You got to guard Goodwin, and we'll see how that goes. So man, you definitely got to put Jair on him. And if they put Jair on him, they play a little, man. They mix it up a little bit, but they play a nice handful of man. I'm going over for Mike. He got that size advantage. He had them 13 tubs. I said 15. I think it was 13. And he got that size advantage, man. And he got the GOAT throwing him the rock. So, man, I'm going Mike Evans over. What was it, 63?
64.5.
64? Oh, I'm going over to 64. I like him for about 85 in the tub.
Yeah, that seems a little bit of a lower number.
Yeah, that's low, right? That's pretty low.
That seems
Mike,
low.
Right?
But yeah. I will say this though. Earlier this season, he had 1 reception for 10 yards in this same matchup. But obviously, things change over time. Definitely. Now Antonio Brown is there. Chris Godwin is there and healthy now. We've seen the emergence of Cameron Brate. Obviously, Robert Gronkowski's there. Tyler Johnson's catching passes. Scotty Miller's catching passes. It's very difficult to corral one guy with the approach that Tom Brady and Bruce Arians and that offense has.